Have you ever wondered what kind of leader you could be, not just the one that you think you should be? What if I told you that unlocking your leadership potential isn't just about doing more? It's about something that you have never ever considered. Maybe you are currently working on your leadership skills and you find that there's a gap between where you are now to where you want to be. You got a drive, you got an ambition, you got a skill set, but deep down inside, you still feel a bit off. You see, society often told us that leadership is all about being confident, assertive, decisive, and influential. What if I told you that the real challenge isn't about learning how to lead? It's about who you are becoming as a leader in the first place. That's why in today's video, we will rethink leadership and explore how you can embrace a leadership identity that is true to yourself, instead of shaped by those external expectations. Stay with me until the end because I'm going to show you a fresh perspective that could change everything about leadership. Now, before we dive in, let me ask you a question. How many times have you done something that you were supposed to, not actually you wanted to? Maybe recently you have just taken on a new leadership role, or you have tried to lead like someone else. You see, it's easy to fall into a trap of trying to be the leader you believe others expect you to be. But here's the problem. If your leadership doesn't match with who you truly are, you will feel overwhelmed, burnt out, and even frustrated. You will end up just going through the motions and leading without purpose. Sometimes you may be wondering if this is really for you. And the worst part, you will never reach your full potential because you are always trying to be someone else. Now, I know that you might be thinking, I have goals to hit. I need to start leading now. I have no time to figure out who I am. I can understand the pressure to move fast is real. But here's the thing. If you rush into leadership without understanding who you truly are, you are just building a house on an unstable ground. At first, you might get some result, but they won't last because you will feel unfulfilled in the long term. You see, the key idea is to first understand your true identity. And the more you know about yourself, the more confident you will be in your leadership journey. It's about building a strong foundation, not just chasing for quick wins. So, what does it really mean to understand your true identity for leadership? It all starts with one important realization. It's not about copying someone else's style or chasing the latest trend. It's about aligning your purpose, mindset, values to create a leadership identity that is true and unique to you. Your purpose and values guide what you do, and you start leading in a way that feels real and powerful. This is what I call the persona stage, which is the final stage to build a long-lasting leadership identity. For emerging leaders like you, this means creating a leadership identity that reflects who you truly are, not what others expect you to be. When your purpose matches your identity, you will feel much confident about yourselves, make better decisions, and lead in a way that feels right for you. That's where the real impact begins. So, how do you start building that unique identity for yourself? Let's break it down into three main parts: self-awareness, values and ethics, vision and purpose. These are the building blocks to help you set a foundation to find your true identity. Let's go through one by one. First up, self-awareness. We have to increase our self-awareness before anything else. Self-awareness is all about deeply understand about yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your values? What are your purpose? That's why when you understand more about yourself, you manage to discover something that you have never even thought of. When you start to understand yourself better, you can lead more authentically and effectively in the future. It helps you to build trust with others and prepares you for leadership role down the line. Now, here's something for you to think about. You can grab a notebook and jot down some questions. What strengths and weaknesses have you observed in yourself? How do you feel when confronted with difficult situations? Do you just react or respond? Identifying these can really help guide your leadership development. Next, let's talk about values and ethics. Your personal values and ethics are your moral compass. They guide how you make decisions and how you interact with other people. When your leadership is grounded with strong values, people will trust you more, and you will start to build a reputation that you can be proud of. So, you may ask yourself these questions. What are the top 3 core values that are very important to you? List down in terms of priority. How these values could influence my decisions as I step into new leadership roles. When you know about your core values, you'll begin to see how they shape your actions and responses in various situations. And finally, vision and purpose. Before you take on the new leadership role, having a clear vision and purpose is extremely important. It's about knowing where you want to go and why you are choosing to lead. This not only motivates you, but also inspires people around you. For instance, you can start thinking about these sets of questions. Why do I want to lead? That means that you have to understand what are your values, the passion that drives you, or what kind of impact that you want to create. How do I plan to make it happen? You can start thinking of what are the practical steps or strategies, resources that can bring you this vision to life. And lastly, what kind of leader do I aspire to be? That means you can explore what kind of leadership style that suits you and what kind of characteristics, traits or skills do you need to start developing. When you start to develop this vision and purpose now, it can be a powerful way to focus on your growth in your leadership journey. So there you have it. Self-awareness, values and ethics, vision and purpose. These are not just ideas. They are the practical steps that you can start working on today to shape your own authentic leadership style. When you are free, think about these components, reflect on them every day, and start to think about how you can start building your leadership identity today. And trust me, when you start to understand this, it could be a game changer in your leadership career path. I hope this clarifies why discovering your leadership identity is crucial for your leadership development. If you are ready to become the leader you are meant to be, I invite you to join my upcoming Inner Shift Transformation Masterclass. In this masterclass, I'll walk you through my 6P transformation model, which consists of 6 critical dimensions such as purpose, place, practice, perception, paradigm, and persona. These are the key insights to create lasting change and sets you on the path to become a transformational leader of tomorrow. I have put up a link in the description below and feel free to join my waiting list for an early access when we launch. And before we go, if you know someone else who could benefit from this message, don't forget to share this video. Thanks for staying till the end, and remember, your leadership potential isn't about fitting into a mold. It's about uncovering your unique self and align that with your purpose. When you do that, you will unlock the leader you were always meant to be. I will see you again next time.